Nairobi, city, capital of Kenya. It is situated in the south-central part of the country, in the highlands at an elevation of about 5,500 feet, 1,680 meters. The city lies 300 miles, 480 kilometers, northwest of Mombasa, Kenya's major port on the Indian Ocean. Nairobi is a modern and bustling city, rich in culture and history, but with fantastic nature and wildlife viewing opportunities only a short distance away. Known as the safari capital of Africa, Nairobi is an energetic, modern city that serves as a fascinating introduction to both wildlife and nightlife. Music clubs pulse with life, shops and markets bustle, and a melange of restaurants will tempt your palate in this former Maasai watering hole. Top sites include the Karen Blixen Museum, Giraffe Center, and the Black Rhinos of Nairobi National Park. The compact city center is safe to walk in and taxis make other areas accessible. Nairobi is the principal industrial center of the country. The railways are the largest single industrial employer. Light manufacturing industries produce beverages, cigarettes, and processed food. Tourism is also important. The city is located near Eastern Africa's agricultural heartland, and a number of primary products are routed through Nairobi before being exported via Mombasa. Nairobi also plays an important role in the community of Eastern African states. It is the headquarters of important regional railways, harbors, and airways corporations. The city is well served by roads and railways. The main routes are southeast and south to Mombasa and Tanzania and northwest via the highlands to Lake Victoria and Uganda. Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, 9 miles, 15 kilometers, to the southwest, is one of the chief international airports in Africa. Nairobi is home to several educational institutions, including the University of Nairobi, founded in 1956 as the Royal Technical College of East Africa, Kenyatta University College, founded in 1972 as a constituent part of the University of Nairobi, Kenya Polytechnic University College, 1961, and Kenya Institute of Administration, 1961. Other institutions include the Kenya National Archives, the National Museum of Kenya, Natural History, the Macmillan Memorial Library, and the Kenya National Theatre. Nairobi National Park, a large reserve for numerous mammals, reptiles, and birds, is a popular tourist attraction. Pop. 1999, 2,143,254, 2009, 3,133,518. Nairobi is the bustling capital city of Kenya and the main entry point to the country. Most visitors spend a day or two exploring the capital at the start or end of a trip. From game viewing at Nairobi National Park, to experiencing the vibrant flavors, colors, and sounds of the Maasai market, Nairobi has plenty to offer. Located in southern Kenya, Nairobi is one of Africa's fastest growing cities. Kenya's capital city derives its name from the Maasai phrase Enkare Nyrobi, which refers to the cool water of the Nairobi River. Nairobi is known as the safari capital of Kenya, and it offers a unique fusion of modernity and tradition. The city has great nightlife, outstanding restaurants, and a broad range of accommodation that caters for all budgets. Remarkably, this metropolis is just 7 kilometers north of Nairobi National Park. The park is home to a plethora of wildlife, including the highest concentration of black rhinos in all of Africa. Your Kenyan adventure will begin and end at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Nairobi is not the focal point of your Kenyan adventure as there is too much to do in the countryside beyond. Most travelers spend a few days in Nairobi either side of their international flights. Nairobi is also a popular stopover destination for adventurers who are traveling between major attractions like the Maasai Mara and Meru National Park. For travelers who do not have much time to spend in Kenya, but want a taste of the East African safari experience, head to Nairobi National Park on the outskirts of the city. The Nairobi National Museum is just 10 minutes from the city center. Built in 1929, the museum expanded in 2008, and it houses dozens of incredible exhibits, including archaeological discoveries, artifacts, and an expansive collection of native bird species in the Birds of East Africa collection. The museum showcases some of the incredible stories of East African and Kenyan history. There is also an art gallery and a botanical garden which has a nature trail. Situated on the southern outskirts of the city, Nairobi National Park is the only national park in the world that sits within a capital city. Despite being one of the country's smallest parks, 117 square kilometers, it is home to an abundance of wildlife. The park is often referred to as Kifaru Ark, Rhino Ark, for its successful role in rhino conservation. The park is home to around 50 rhinos, the densest concentration of black rhinos in Africa. Alongside rhinos, 4 of the big 5 are present. Lions are frequently spotted, and you even have a chance of seeing leopards and cheetahs. The Karura Forest is an urban forest in the north of the city. Home to spectacular waterfalls and a bamboo forest, Karura Forest is a wilderness retreat which juxtaposes the noise and chaos of the city center. It is visited by 16,000 people per month. The forest is a great spot for hiking and cycling, and it is home to several monkey species, dik-diks, duikers, and bush babies. Since opening in 1971, the Bomas, villages, of Kenya has welcomed over 10 million guests. This attraction was created to protect traditional Kenyan culture, and its replica villages showcase the architecture of several of Kenya's tribes. The Bomas have its own dance troupe, the Bomas Harambee Dancers, and they perform daily, showcasing a repertoire of over 50 dances from different ethnic communities. These dances are accompanied by mbu drumming, Swahili tarab music, and more local sounds. From Thursday to Sunday, the Mambo Jambo acrobats perform incredible feats of juggling, balancing, and fire displays. Located 10 kilometers from Nairobi, the Karen Blixen Museum is the former home of Danish author Karen Blixen, and it is one of Nairobi's most popular museums. Blixen's memoir Out of Africa chronicles life at the estate, and the 1985 film Out of Africa was loosely based on Blixen's life. The museum has glorious gardens, and it is very close to the entrance of Nairobi National Park. The Olalua Nature Trail offers a tranquil escape from the busy city center, and its serene atmosphere resembles that of the Karura Forest. The trail is very close to the Karen Blixen Museum, Nairobi National Park, and the Bomas of Kenya. We recommend that you combine it with other attractions in the area. The nature trail has waterfalls, caves, a bamboo forest, and an indigenous woodland. The Maasai market is a chaotic affair, with hundreds of market stalls which sell a vast range of locally made products. The market can be very overwhelming for travelers due to the pressure that vendors will place on you, and their prices will be very high unless you barter. Most international flights will arrive at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, JKIA, Kenya's largest airport. There are direct flights from the UK to Nairobi, and they take just under 9 hours. Wilson Airport receives domestic flights from regional airports, and it is often the entrance point to the capital city from smaller domestic airports and towns in Kenya, such as Malindi or Mombasa. Within a relatively short period of time, what was once swampland was reborn into the metropolis of Nairobi, the thriving capital city of Kenya. The transformation began when the railroad arrived in 1899, and a rudimentary camp and source depot was established at the location known to the Maasai as Uaso Neighborai, or Abode of Cool Water. It was then nicknamed as Mile 327, quickly becoming a small village that continued to grow into a rustic town before becoming the capital of British East Africa in 1907, drawing in thousands of adventurers, hunters, and travelers from around the world. This distinct African metropolitan offers many local attractions where you can learn about the history of the city and the cultures that make Kenya a unique destination for any type of traveler, as well as partake of international restaurants, shop, markets in a vibrant Afro-urban scene. The promise of Nairobi is thriving, just as it has been for over 100 years, attracting visitors from diverse countries, who seek new wildlife viewing opportunities amidst the Great Kenyan Plains. The growth of the urbanness, though, has not created a staunch separation from the wilderness, as the African bush is present at the southern edge of the city in Nairobi National Park, where prey animals, such as zebra, wildebeest, impala, giraffe, buffalo, and other herbivores graze with a watchful eye for stealthy predators, such as cheetah, lion, hyena, leopard, and many more. You will simply be amazed at the proximity of the wilds of the plains, cliffs, and forest that are 5 miles from the bustling activity of the city center. Trip out a little further to Thika, and you will find the gorgeous 88-foot waterfall known as 14 Falls. Kibera is one of the largest slums in Africa, and is situated to the west of Nairobi. Kibera comes from the Nubian word kibra, meaning forest or jungle. The slums cover 2 square kilometers and are on government land. Kibera has been the setting for several films, the most recent being The Constant Gardener. Other notable slums include Mathare and Korogako. Altogether, 66 areas are counted as slums within Nairobi. Many Nairobi non-slum dwellers live in relatively good housing conditions. Large houses can be found in many of the upmarket neighborhoods, especially to the west of Nairobi. Historically, British occupiers have settled in Githurai, Muthaiga, Langata, and Karen. Other middle and high-income estates include Parklands, Westlands, Hullingham, Kilimani, Milimani, Spring Valley, Lavington, Roslyn, Kidisuru, and Nairobi Hill. To accommodate the growing middle class, many new apartments and housing developments are being built in and around the city. The most notable development is Green Park, at Athi River, Machakos County, 25 kilometers 16 miles from Nairobi's central business district. Over 5,000 houses, villas, and apartments are being constructed at this development, including leisure, retail and commercial facilities. The development is being marketed to families, as are most others within the city. Eastlands also houses most of the city's middle class and includes South C, South B, Mbakasi, Buruburu, Komarock, Donholm, Umoja, and various others. Nairobi is home to most of Kenya's news and media organizations. The city is also home to the region's largest newspapers, the Daily Nation and the Standard. These are circulated within Kenya and cover a range of domestic and regional issues. Both newspapers are published in English. People Daily is also the leading free newspaper distributed on the streets of Nairobi. It is published by Mediamax Limited. Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, a state-run television and radio station, is headquartered in the city. Kenya Television Network is part of the Standard Group and was Kenya's first privately owned TV station. The Nation Media Group runs NTV, which is based in Nairobi, the Royal Media Services, RMS. There are also a number of prominent radio stations located in Kenya's capital, including Citizen Radio, Inoro FM, Kiss 100, Capital FM, East FM, Kamim FM, Metro FM, and Family FM, among others. Several multinational media organizations have their regional headquarters in Nairobi. These include the BBC, CNN, Agence France-Presse, Reuters, Deutsche Welle, and the Associated Press. The East African Bureau of CNBC Africa is located in Nairobi city center, while the Nairobi Bureau of the New York Times is located in the suburb of Githurai. The broadcast headquarters of CCTV Africa are located in Nairobi. Thank you for watching this video.